Today I finished marking where I'm going to do the different patterns and weaving and things on all of my gourds. Now I've been working on this. This is day 3. I've been doing this, not all day of course, but mostly just in the afternoons. But I designate in broad areas what I'm going to do. This right here means there's going to be like river rock in it, RR. The CF means that the whole thing is going to be carved out in here, not only for the river rock, but also so that I can do some filigree work. There'll be filigree work here, but I won't be carving it out. It gets confusing. This is where I will burn. Here is where I will use the lacing. And I mark these general areas. Now, some of these areas, when you see things like this here where it says BC, that means it's going to be a burn and carve. And so this is just the basic area, the basic shape. And then I come back in it after I carve out these basic areas. And then I start putting in the detail, marking what detail, what kind of pattern I want to use, where I want to carve differently. Do I want to do just dots? Do I want to carve the whole thing out and then come back in with the dots? Those decisions are made at a later point in time. Here's another one here. This is the other big one. These take a lot of time. And of course, now I have my wagon full of things because this is something I do not do in the house. This will be done outside or out in my little room out in the garage. Hopefully outside. I think the weather tomorrow is supposed to be better, so hopefully I'll be able to get some of this done. This is going to take days to do. This isn't something I can do in one day. It'll probably take me all day just to do those two alone. And then I have more over here. This is another one. This is one of my pictures. And this is all going to be weaving in here. It'll all be carved and burned here. Burning and carving, and then a combination of the both. And then back to carving, carving and burning, carving, carving and burning, carving, burning. And then down here, you've got more patterns with carving and burning, and then down at the bottom will be just filigree. So this is done on every single piece that I do. I base out these areas. I always start with the carving to designate what different areas are going to be. I learned a long time ago not to start with burning, because if you burn the areas, then you got to come in and carve out the areas that you burned. So, and that can get a little bit too deep. So I go this way now, and it works out pretty well. Messy, 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 very messy. And you have to wear a good respirator when you work with this, and safety glasses. Have a good day, everybody.